Yeah, well, in relation to this new exclusive reporting from Andrew Kaczynski and M. Steck, we do know that Andrew, and I spoke with him about this, called up President Donald Trump yesterday to walk through some of these photos that they had uncovered. Again, and you mentioned this, a lot of these photos and the footage of both Trump, then, just a civilian, and Jeffrey Epstein were more than a decade before he began to face allegations, Jeffrey Epstein, of sex trafficking and abuse of minors. But I want to tell you what that phone call was like. So Andrew said that he called Donald Trump, and the president told him, "You've got to be kidding me," before repeatedly referring to CNN as fake news and hanging up. So it was a very brief phone call. But then we also got this statement from White House Communications Director Stephen Chung that I'm going to read for you. He said, quote, "The relationship and the friendship between Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein is well known. That has been documented. But I do think these photos and these new photos that both Andrew and M have uncovered for CNN is because so many questions right now are about why the Trump administration is not doing what many of officials who are in the highest levels of the government here in this White House had been saying before they even took office, which was, that they believed the Epstein files needed to be published, that there was more to be uncovered. And they're saying that the actions that both this administration and specifically the Justice Department are taking to kind of, try and quell some of the dissatisfaction over their handling of it isn't enough. So this isn't going away. We'll see whether or not we hear more from the president and the White House on this today.
Are hearing from phone calls and messages that they are getting from Republican voters who feel like they want more information. I think a lot of Republicans are feeling that pressure, and they're feeling caught in between Donald Trump, who they're very loyal to, and the fact that their voters expect more. There were several really key developments yesterday. The House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer said that he does plan to subpoena Ghislaine Maxwell for a deposition in the next several days. He says that it may take time to play out and negotiate exactly how that deposition will unfold, but he laid out that he plans to go to the federal prison and interview her, and then at some point thereafter release the public transcript. But that does not mean that Republicans don't want further information being released from the Justice Department. Here's what Comer said about what he thinks the Justice Department should do, given the fact that so many Republicans are clamoring for more information.